Hi, it's Rabbi Eisenberg. Welcome to this week's Torah. In this week's Parshas of Tazria Metzorah, we speak about the tzaras, the leprosy that befell the Jewish people for different averos that they did. It was more or less a physical manifestation of a spiritual malady. And what happened very often was that you'd find the tzaras on different parts of your body. You'd have to go to the Kohen. You'd have to show the Kohen this leprosy and had to see whether the Kohen felt this actually qualified for being real tzaras, and then you would have to go through a purification process, or whether this wasn't really the real thing and you got away with it. One of these tzaras is something that happened on a person's bald patch. If a person had a bald head and you would find tzaras there, that was extremely rare on the one hand, but on the other hand it was also extremely severe. And Ar Chaim points out the following, and there's a very important message within this. When a person had tzaras, many a time he had it somewhere on his body, but if you have it somewhere on your body, you can cover it. I remember my two daughters were discussing about certain t-shirts, and one daughter said, I like long sleeves because I have eczema, and when I have eczema on my skin, the long sleeves cover it. And when a person wears long sleeves, or when a person's wearing a shirt or whatever else he's wearing, that tzaras got to be covered. People didn't necessarily need to see that he had that malady. When a person had it on his head, when a person had a big bald patch, and that's where it was very evident. And God was sending this fellow a message. Not only am I upset with you, but I am exceedingly angry with you. And for the other people that had tzaras, they might have had a message from God that God was upset with them. But there was a limit to that. God was not as upset with them as he was in the other cases, because God had spared them that extra bit of embarrassment. When it comes to giving punishments, God doesn't like to punish us. He punishes us for what we need. But when God has to punish people, it is very measured. Not always, just because you get a punishment, does it has to be open and evident to everyone. Sometimes you can get punished and it's a quiet punishment that you can live with on your own. Nobody else has to know. Sometimes the punishment is greater and a few people know. Sometimes the whole world has to know about it. But it's measured. God doesn't just give you some kind of a punishment. He's not flippant. He doesn't just throw something at you. Everything and every bit that you received is measured. When on the one hand that makes it difficult for us, on the other hand we can find comfort in that as well. Knowing that God will not punish us beyond what we can handle. God will not give us more than we really deserve. You get what you deserve and no more than that. If you have to have tzaras but nobody has to see it, then you will have a form of tzaras, you will have that form of leprosy, but nobody will know about it. Let's take comfort in the fact that no matter what God does to us, no matter which punishments come our way, God is always still thinking about us, and God is always trying to give us the best deal. Wishing you a very good Shabbos.